I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian cotton is out to be my lady only. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian cotton is out to be my lady only. I asked you for the time. You got it damn right.
What?
Everything you do gives me butterflies. I asked you for the time. You got it damn right. Everything you do gives me butterflies. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian cotton is out to be my lady only. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian cotton is out to be my lady only. For me, Egyptian cotton is out to be my lady only. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian cotton is out to be my lady only.
I keep in mind the words you wrote
But something changed and so did we. Now I can't set aside, I can't just be and let be. Oh no, no, no. You're out of luck and now it's plain to see. It's not that I don't love you anymore. I can love you like before. No, no, no. Should have made it clear a long, long time ago. Out of luck and now it's
Hello everyone, welcome to Rise of Patience. This is our second best of 3 game in the LAT Pro category. The prize pool for Pro category is $225. First place gets 50%, 30% and 20%. So I think this is a very decent sized prize pool for a 1v1 tournament. Yesterday we saw Crocodile versus Immaculate. I see that this page has not been updated. So good for anybody who still haven't watched yesterday's game between Crocodile and Immaculate. Today's game is between Kron and Sniqaow. The winner plays against me in round 2. I feel both of them are very strong. I have played against both of them as in a team, and actually I've never played with Kron in 1v1, but I have played with him as a team. So it looks like it. I think it's a very close matchup and will be interesting. This is best of 3. 5 nations have been banned by each opponent. Let's see what's the ban list for both the players. And interestingly, both the players have banned the same set of nations. Let's get into the game quickly. Both players have banned Japanese, Turks, Mongols, Lakota, and Indians. Exactly the same 5 nations. Hey Inka, I actually don't know how to activate the translator for this, but I will figure out. Now, I really like this first game already because check out the nations. Both the players have the same nation, Iroquois versus Iroquois. That means there is no doubt about who has a better nation because it does not matter in the end. Also, check out the building locations here, Kron and Sniqaow. I'll call him Sniqaow, assuming that's how he is called. Sniqaow is very likely a Smurf because I have never seen him before the last 2-3 months. So he must be called with other name, but I have played with him and he's a very solid player. Same goes for Kron. Both of them are trying to take the center in Sahara. I feel that Sniqaow will have a better part of this wood, but in the end, this wood is not going to be favorable. For Kron, he might get this wood here, and he might even get this wood here. For Sniqaow, it looks like apart from the central wood, he has nothing else. So he better be lucky and get at least a +6 or 7. Sniqaow is the first one to build, and Sniqaow has got a +7. That's great for him. What's unlucky for Sniqaow is that he will have to build another woodcutter camp or he will need a wood rare resource. For Kron, that's slightly better since he has got this +6 and he also has this +5 on this side. Hey Coin, welcome to the stream. Both the players have started scouting. Sniqaow is based on my experience with Sniqaow, he is a late game player. He is really good at H3, H4 boom. I don't see him much as an H2 boomer. Same for Kron. Kron is a very balanced player. I don't expect to see very crazy extreme strategies like all militia pool for Kron. But that's just in my experience. Whenever I played with him, he has never done those. But in a 1v1, I've never seen Kron play 1v1, so it could all change. Talking about the rare resources, Amber for Kron. He has got Marble, Shitty Citrus, or Citrus. Here is Silver, and here is Tobacco. I'm not sure what to say. This might be good, might not be good for him. Let's check out the other side. Relics, already one of the best rares. Sugar, one of the best rares. Silk, in this map, maybe Silk will not be as useful early because especially in such a close range, and the lack of wealth on this map makes Commerce 2 early game almost impossible, but still it's a good rare because at one point everybody goes Commerce 2. So I see that not very decent rares for Kron on this side except Silver, which is also in a no man's land, and it's equidistant from both the opponents. Sugar seems to be closer to Sniqaow, and if he can secure Sugar, that'll be great for the whole game. Relics, I'm sure he will be able to secure Relics. It's very close to his territory. For Kron, I think the two best rares would be Amber and Tobacco. Both of them will give him wealth and are good for him. For Sniqaow, Relics will be great. That's a lot of knowledge. It also depends who controls Silver. Silver is an important rare, gives you cheaper aging. Hey Brandon, I believe Brandon you are Quantum Floyd. Oh, check this out. Commerce 1, Military 1 from Sniqaow, and Kron is late. Kron is late. He does not have his Military 1 yet. Sniqaow has got more ruins than him. That explains why he is so fast. Now Kron will be in extreme danger if this raid starts before Kron has a chance. Oh, Kron invested in a merchant. That means he just spent wood that he could be used to build that barracks fast. Kron has scouted the barracks. He's very lucky that he scouted this barracks. Now the problem is that he spent another merchant. Oh man, no. Without this merchant, he could have easily built a barracks. Sniqaow is directly going for the weak spot. He knows that there is a woodcutter camp there, and that's where he's going. Very good idea by Sniqaow. Remember, in this tournament, direct military 1 is not allowed, so everybody must do something else before military 1. Here is the barracks completed. I think it's not a big deal for Kron. So the fact that Kron... Oh no, actually, Commerce 1 done for both of them. So yeah, actually Kron is in trouble, to be honest. Kron needs to garrison this merchant and the other merchant as well. Whatever Kron is doing here, he's not paying attention. And Kron built slingers. He should be able to save this merchant. I hope. Oh man, no, very bad play by Kron. I think he should have easily saved that one. And now whatever is that archer doing? Where did that archer go? Oh, he was trying to see if there are merchant. I think the archer should have continued raiding there. This was a perfect spot to harass Kron, and Sniqaow did not do as much damage as I expected. But Sniqaow nevertheless is still way ahead. He has got Civic 1. He's placing his city behind. This seems like a very good place to for the city. This is going to be very safe. And he'll also get these two woodcutters in his territory. He will also be closer to the silk. Let's see what all rares has he found. He has not found silk, but he has found sugar and relics. He will find silk probably because Iroquois scouts, they are very good. If you just leave them an auto scout, they will be able to clear the whole territory very soon. Now for Kron, that was a stupid waste of an amber merchant. He could have easily saved that merchant. I feel that was very sad. Sniqaow is going for silver, and looks like Kron is also going for silver. Tobacco is known, so maybe Sniqaow will raid that. Right now the Sniqaow's score is way ahead compared to Kron. Thanks to the city, he's already maxed out at 100 food, while Kron needs some time. That's a pretty good place for a city. He gets hold of the mountain as well as everything else. Oh, bad decision for the merchant there. Sniqaow sees the Kron's silver merchant. He's going for a raid, and unluckily Kron is too far behind. 10 minutes and he's still not close to aging. And I think by the time he has enough resources to age, he will lose silver, so they'll delay his aging more. So far the game looks very bad for Kron. Sniqaow just cancelled his age to go for science level 1, which is, I won't say unexpected, but yeah, that's what he did. Kron could raid from this side. Don't forget, Kron knows there is a tower, but there is still raiding potential on this side. Maybe Kron will do that soon. Here's a temple coming from him. Oh, Sniqaow now getting ambitious. This is one of the things that can affect him a lot, because he's going Civic 2. I don't think Civic 2 is a bad idea, but the only problem is in case he's not able to do enough damage, he could lose his advantage. Right now he has a big lead in score. So Kron is definitely very, very slow. unbelievably slow here. Sniqaow was able to do Civic 2 and then Age with that silver, and Kron is still not Age. So in my opinion, Kron needs to pull off something very, very good in order to win this game. He cannot win this with just regular play, or unless Sniqaow makes a big mistake. That's a third city, and in my opinion, that's a very bad third city. Just because now it becomes... So Kron could easily capture this city, in my opinion. This city, because it makes it very difficult. This whole big mountain, it makes it difficult to travel from Saratoga to Mohawk. Hey, Sparidon, welcome to the stream. And here is Kron trying to raid the relics. Meanwhile, bribe coming from Sniqaow. Will Kron lose this? Yes, Kron will lose his sling. Oh man, very bad, very bad. Micro Kron is probably not paying attention here. It happens a lot. I don't blame him. So here is a very interesting tower coming from Kron. Kron will lose this whole woodcutter camp very soon. Does he see the tower? No, he does not. Luckily for Kron, there's another wood camp over there, so it's not like he's dead. Siege factory plus stable. Meanwhile, on this side, no military level 2 done yet. And Sniqaow doesn't know about the siege factory yet, so good for Kron. But one thing I have to say, Kron has done pretty good raids all this time. Very strong raids. And all that I can see here is this is an attempt at Despot. Oh no, not Despot. This is not a Despot attempt. So what is this? Very sad for Kron, man. Once this tower completes, he's in big trouble. Yep, he sees this now. And times to delete this and move somewhere else. Kron's catapult is here. Kron has, let's see, compared to Sniqaow, Kron's eco is not too bad. He's doing all right. Oh, whatever Kron is doing, dude, ambush does not work with Iroquois. Very bad play. This is a flaw in the game. Ambush does not work with Iroquois civil units. So he just wasted his craft because Sniqaow could see him. Sniqaow has researched. He has researched the archer upgrade. He has decent army on this side compared to Kron, who is not doing very well. He does have more wealth than Sniqaow at this time. But Sniqaow is using a lot of rares. And it's not safe for Kron to keep this catapult out. It's not safe at all. And Kron is sieging this building and running away back inside the territory. It's very funny what's happening here. Man, it's really cool what's happening here. He sends one stone and then he puts it back inside the building. Maybe this time this tower will go down. Yes, this will go down. Will go down. This siege will also go down, unfortunately. Yep, siege is also down, but that tower is out at least. Here is a militia. So a militia, that tells you what Sniqaow is up to. Kron's eco is, the food is still less than 100, wood is less than 100. Hey Dave, yes, it's Aero Mirror. Ron the Greatest, welcome to the stream. The game is between Kron and Sniqaow. The sad part is, I don't even know if Kron notices this part. Yeah, he probably doesn't notice this. 2 sieges for Kron. Very bad idea. That's a lot of investment on metal without enough protection for these units. He is sieging this unfinished barracks, and militia are coming for Kron. Kron is this is a very stressful moment for Kron, I can imagine. Here, Sniqaow has garrisoned his cavalry inside, but remember, cavalry don't get healing if they are inside inside the barracks. Looks like an all-in. Oh, looks like an all-in. The problem here is that this city is not reduced, and there is a lot of obstruction in the way. Kron will get. Actually, this is not an all-in. Yeah, Kron is still. He still has hope. Let's see. The problem is there's too many buildings here. Oh, that's a very interesting game here. Sniqaow is leading in the score by a huge margin, but still, I think it's a good move by Kron. Both of them have a very low knowledge income, 30 and 20. I don't think anybody is close to aging, but if there's one player who's closer to aging, that's going to be Sniqaow. Alright, my fire alarm started buzzing for no reason. More militia incoming here. And Sniqaow is also doing a very decent job. Just check this out here. He has all of his units in this front barracks, and he knows that. And these building placements actually is good for Sniqaow, because Kron cannot just run into the capital. He needs Kron needs to get through all of these buildings, and it makes it difficult. Yes, this game is very fire. That's why it went off. Kron calls GG. Very good game. I feel Kron did amazing in this game, except his start. His start was completely ruined. The delay in barracks, it just threw him off. For Sniqaow, he played very well. I feel this step here with Civic too early was dangerous. If Kron had a better start, Kron could have easily taken this city, and he could have a tower here, capture this city. This makes Sniqaow almost impossible for Sniqaow to send units. But anyway, that's our first game. Sniqaow leads with 1-0 now. This is game number 2. The loser of game number 1 chooses the second map. Kron lost the first game, so he chooses this map, which is Australian Outback. The nation selections from both the players, Germans and Greeks. Germans an excellent choice on this map. Greeks also excellent choice on this map. Since it's water, Greeks can H3 very fast. What I just noticed that nobody banned Germans. Nobody banned Inca either, or Egyptians. Yeah, some pretty OP nations have been banned. I think Indians it's an out of place ban in here. While Indians are strong, they are not as strong as some of the usually banned nations. Here this time Sniqaow has got gems, salt, wine. Gems, very good rare on this map to make territory control. He also has tobacco. Man, these 4 are nice rares. 3 3 out of 4 rares are knowledge rares, great for Greeks. He even has relics here, but let's see who will control relics. Bison may not be very useful on this map, depending on who controls water. For Kron, he has got cotton and the only library rare on this map. The problem is Kron does not have wealth or knowledge rares. 0 wealth, 0 knowledge rares for Kron. Let's see. Luckily, none of them have copper or citrus, so this should be balanced in that case. Also, luckily, both of the players are near water, so it shouldn't be too bad. Now, here's exactly why Germans outshine every other nation. Library and commerce 1 done. Meanwhile, just 5th farm came from Sniqaow. So yeah, no doubt Germans are very strong, and that's the reason why most of the players either ban them or pick them early. Library just coming for the Greek player here. Dock for Kron. Dock for Sniqaow as well. Civic 1 done here. Kron already at 100 and 100. 90-70 for Sniqaow. Hey Anil, welcome to the stream. That's and Kron is even going for military 1 now compared to Sniqaow, who is just getting his city. Sniqaow will complete his city, no doubt about that. Sniqaow has also got military 1, so he's safe in that aspect. Kron sees these units. Luckily, there's not much damage will be done by Kron, since Sniqaow has just got his barracks safely up, and he's also getting a bowman. Meanwhile, for Kron, let's see what his strategy will be. I think on this map, and in such a situation where players are very far apart, I would definitely suggest Commerce 2. But again, that's also depends on what Kron is going for. With Germans, Commerce 2 is super easy. Hey Spiridon, nice to know that. How do you say that? Coursera? Or is there a Greek pronunciation? Very strong raids by Kron. Look at that, 4 units, and so far he has not lost any. So unexpectedly, that has slowed down Sniqaow. His wood income was 70 for a while. Meanwhile, Kron has got science 1 done. Oh, now this hurts. Since Sniqaow has one of his slingers inside, now that is a bummer for Kron. In my opinion, a very bad decision here. Civic level 2 with Greeks. So I see Corkira or Kirkira or Corfu. That's a big change. That's a big jump from Coursera. Anyway, Commerce 2, yeah, actually went for Commerce 2 and aged by 11 minutes. That's Germans for you. Germans are too strong, as I said. They are just... Yeah, I cannot believe Sniqaow didn't pick Germans, or he did not ban Germans. On this side, 100 eco for Sniqaow and almost 150. Yeah, not 150, 140 for Kron, and he has aged. So this is like the last game, but now Kron is in a big lead. Oh, and Kron loses relics. That's sad for him. Greeks with relics is an amazing combo. Greeks already get super fast aging, and if you give them relics, then they're unstoppable. Third city for Kron. Very nice build up here. Tower, lookout, siege factory, and just now he's going to find out what's up. Sniqaow is in big trouble at this point. I think Sniqaw's strategy will be to age as soon as possible, and he's forgotten caravan. So this is what raids do to you. Remember, the mental trauma of raids is way more than the actual damage done to your villagers. Because of those raids, Sniqaow has forgotten to create caravans. He has forgotten to use salt. Oh my god, he's not using salt. He's not using wine. All of these are great rares. Here starts the attacks. Kron checking for the salt, but there is nothing here. He's going for an ambush raid on these woodcutters. Might even get something. Oh, good call by Kron. Very good call. I hope he garrisons them inside. It's not safe outside there. 185, 175 versus 115. Yeah, Sniqaow will outage him. Sniqaow will outage him for sure, but Kron has got a kick-ass eco. Way better eco than Sniqaow. Now, one thing that Kron is missing is not producing enough units. 3 sieges is good, but where are the units? Who will save these units? Horrible eco for Sniqaow, although he's aged, but Kron now can age as well. Kron is getting hanging gardens, and he's clicked up for age. Nice bribe over there. Kron loses this tower. He could get rid of this using these sieges though. And heavy cavalry raid starting. Now, one thing to remember, none of the players have raided on water. Coin, that's actually very accurate for Kron. He is the siege master. I remember how he was trying to siege using the last game. Oh no, actually Kron is going for water raids, even though it's just a single ship. I would really love for Kron to make this a large city as soon as possible. This would, oh my god, this would be an amazing target. I can't believe why Kron is not going for this city. This is open. This is completely open. This should be Kron's target. Oh, he is going. Is he going for that? Don't tell me Kron is going for the city of Corsair while this is out there open. Oh, raids continue on this side. No militia. Oh, he's just researching militia. But even militia, I think 4 militia required to take care of Royal Companion. Those are strong units. Those are very strong units. Here, Kron is pop capped at 75. Again, I am slightly disappointed with Kron. I wish he had taken the city of Heraclea. Kron's eco has suffered with those raids. 105, in fact, just 105. 3 crossbows going for... Oh, 3 crossbows. Is that going to make much difference? I believe Kron should win this game. He has had a great start, but it's just the pop cap is a big problem always. He can get the he'll be able to get the military 3 very soon. Castle coming behind for Sniqaow. There's I cannot see how many units. I cannot see how many units. Oh, actually now I can see. Similar number of units for both the players. No military 3 coming. Kron, please do military level 3. Oh man, no. Kron is going for some scouting over there. He can't see, but Senator has a very low line of sight. It sucks. Sniqaow still not using salt and wine. Extremely bad. And his Senator is whatever the Senator is doing here. Yeah, Sniqaow has lost. He has lost a lot of morale in this game. I see. This is exactly what raiding does to you, and the fact that your opponent has hanging garden and his Germans, all of this together, they do a lot of damage to you. What happened here? Kron, I remember Kron clicked on science, then he cancelled it for some reason. So this should be a very easy game, but at the same time Kron is making it not so easy. Kron is also going for Colossus. Maybe should have done earlier, but his eco is at 155 now for some reason, which is about the same as the Greek player. So it's weird. I would expect Kron to be maxed out at 200 at all times. Kron has got 150 knowledge income, but our Greek player is closer to age 4 still. Kron has a castle. Here comes tactics. Kron's continuously spamming these Vandals. I still don't like where his eco is going. Yeah, Dave, that's usually doesn't work very well. The Senator's healing bonus and armor is way more important than everything else. I can't believe these militia are doing more damage than than any raider, because I'm sure Sniqaow must have just ignored those militia, and right now because of that militia, this whole metal mine is not working. The pyramids are not being made. Could be the final battle here for anybody. Oh, and a siege and a bribe coming for Sniqaow. I don't know if it's worth bribing at this position where he is right now. It's a very difficult position to be in, because he could have lost his senator already. So far looks like Kron is winning this battle. Kron is way farther from aging. Remember that if Kron does not win this, he might lose the overall game. And these Vandals just won this senator. These sieges are still attacking the city, not the castle. Man, I would be very surprised if Kron loses this game. I would be very, very surprised. Finally, Kron starts sieging the castle. There are no raids coming, but Kron is raiding. Kron is raiding here. And I don't think at this point, maybe not at this point, with Colossus and Hanging Gardens, Kron should have no problem. Kron is very much involved in the battle. He has forgotten that his eco is not up there where it should be. That's a lot of units for Kron. Now, funny thing here is that there is no supply wagon, and if Sniqaow gets an attrition upgrade right now, he could do a lot of damage. The castle is almost down. Ooh, I must say Sniqaow is playing very well as well. So Kron has made so many mistakes in this game, and I think in a 1v1 it's normal. Everybody makes mistakes in 1v1 just because there's so much happening and you're also under pressure. But despite that, both sides made a lot of mistakes, but Sniqaow played well, I feel. Except the fact that he started using Salt Merchant very late, did not use Wine. Also, we did not see any water raids throughout the game except that one time Kron sent a light ship. So this is tied at 1-1. The winner of the third game will be playing against me in the next round. I am excited who will it be. Let's see. The military score very close. And the eco score, despite Kron not paying attention at some times, he did not pay attention to his eco. His eco was not at 200 for a long time. Considering all that, I feel Kron still had a big lead for this amount of resources. Nice. And maybe next time Sniqaow will pick Germans, because Germans are just OP. If Sniqaow picks Germans, there'll be an interesting game next time. Here we are in game number 3 and a very interesting matchup. The map chosen by the loser of last game. This is Old World, as Sniqaow chose. Germans versus Inca. So the gap between Germans and Greeks, I think, is huge compared to Germans and Inca, because Inca is no joke. If you cannot eliminate Inca early game, then I think Inca can defeat any nation. I feel even Japanese, Germans, Egyptians, any nation in the late game. And the way this map is, Old World is a good booming map. Maybe that's why Sniqaow chose Germans, because of course great for booming. But if the Inca player, with all of his wealth, and if he can get even a wonder, I think Colossus with Inca, Hanging Gardens, or even Pyramids would be amazing, would make Sniqaow very difficult to win. So compared to Greeks versus Germans, this is going to be a lot more closer game between Germans and Inca. Hey Dave, I don't think so, man. Greeks is good, but it's just Germans are too fast, and in an arena map that's so small, it makes a big difference. Maybe in a team game, Greeks can do better if there is somebody to guard them initially, allow the Greek boom. But on 1v1, I would lean towards Germans for sure. Kron has got a huge plus 90 wood here, plus 5. That already means that Sniqaow will have to build a second woodcutter camp, while Kron will not have to. And check this out, library done here, but library being built here, so Kron is not that far away. Also, despite having lower food ruins, so this is something that Sniqaow has been consistently better than Kron. He always has had better ruin bonuses. Civic 1 coming for the German player, Commerce 1 for Kron. Now remember, this river is the key here. Sniqaow will have to go to the other side if he wants to show early aggression. If his units stay here, of course he will be defended, but it will also be difficult to attack Kron when there is a river here. Because in case his units have to retreat, they'll have to go back through the river, and Kron can pick some units off. Civic 1, Commerce 1, I feel that's a good build order for Germans, since Germans get 15 food and wood for the cities. That means you can get to that 100 eco very close just by getting your second city. Kron always does this, I don't know why. Kron just forgets that he has a second merchant, and then he waits for the first merchant to die and then uses the second merchant. Let's see what all rares are there in this map. Sugar not scouted by Kron yet, and the way where it is kept, I don't think it will be ever scouted. Kron will be very lucky if he finds that sugar. Then there is spice. That's all the rares are there. Oh, there is dye here, which I am sure he doesn't know about. No, he doesn't know about that. And there is marbles here. So now with this city being built here, it will be a very defensive position for Kron, which is exactly what Inca need. Inca are a late booming civilization. With that wealth bonus, they can easily beat any other nation. Now for, let's see what all does Sniqaow know. He's got silk, perfect, just the perfect rare for Germans. And that's it. That's all he knows about. He knows about gems. He does not know about dye here. Nobody knows about dye. Nobody knows about sugar. So that's balanced. Sniqaow has researched military 1 and now he's going for some archer raids. I am sure, yeah, very good choice with the gems. Kron is getting military 1. I think at best he loses gems, but in fact he might not even lose gems because archers don't fire that fast, and if you are fast enough, you can garrison the merchant just in time. Yep, as I said, nice, the good awareness of the game. Here Kron is building slingers and archers. He's also putting a tower here. I think that's a good tower. That's a very good tower. Will protect from future raids. Now this is a problem on this map. You can see that despite small distance, Sniqaow cannot raid here because of this river, so he has to go all the way around, and because of this long distance he cannot send too many units. It's difficult for him. I hope Kron doesn't lose. Oh, he lost that. Never mind. But yeah, this raid, it did something. It was not completely futile. Now Sniqaow going for fast age, 916, and he's aging despite all these raids. That's exactly what Germans are known for. So as Dave was suggesting, if Sniqaow gets Colossus on this map, then he can actually be head to head with Inca. Lep, that's Colossus with Germans. And now Kron has aged. This is exactly where Inca start showing their true strength. Here is double university, infinite Q scholars. Amazing. Very good play there. Sniqaow is going for the die and there is no heavy infantry, so yeah, Sniqaow will succeed in taking out that merchant. Kron is also using... Oh, nice, very good. Both units will die. Very good counter. Very good counter by Sniqaow. Now let's see. Sniqaow is... Remember, Sniqaow is still at 100 eco, same as Kron, but Kron is at 133 wealth. This is the Inca bonus. That's too strong to ignore. Although I feel Kron should go for that Republic sooner. Oh, and he's found sugar. Very good for him. Very good for him that he's found sugar. So this sugar will probably never get raided by Sniqaow since he doesn't even know that. Same for silk. Kron doesn't know about silk, so he will never raid it. I think Kron should just get a tower on this side and seal this area for some time. But do remember, Colossus gives its benefits with wealth in the late game. Early benefits are very minor, plus 10 or plus 20 at best. But in the late game, Sniqaow will be able to have close wealth income than the Inca player. Great position. Great position for City by Sniqaow. Check that out. He has managed to enter the other side. Now from here he can siege Kron. He can make his life hell. Although Sniqaw's eco is, well, he is getting there. Oh, Kron wanted to use a merchant, but not so fast. 30 knowledge versus 110 knowledge. If I was Kron, I would just try to age up as soon as possible and capture the city in age 3. That would be very funny. Kron should not leave this place unattended. Oh, oops. Kron lost the senator. He's getting hanging gardens though. With 100 knowledge versus 55, yes, Kron, and nice raids, man, nice raids. 2 heavy cavalry here. Oh, 4 heavy cavalry in fact. I have never seen Kron raid like that before. Since Germans, just like every other civilization, depend a lot on caravans. If he takes out the caravans, it will be epic. Sniqaow is going. Was he going for bribes? Maybe not. That's a lot of heavy cavalry, man. That's a lot of heavy cavalry. Great move by Kron. Sniqaow is, look at that, Sniqaw's eco is being hurt. No militia either. Even militia against all of these heavy cavalry is not much use. Superb raids by Kron. He is destroying the eco in Berlin and in Regensburg here. Sniqaow has left a soldiery here to protect, but not doing much here. Kron is not paying attention that there is a merchant on this side. But anyway, he's already doing too much damage. I just hope that he pays attention that he is paying attention. And yes, the sick raids, as Dave said. Yeah, I believe this is Kron's plan now. Age fast. I don't see sieges. I would love to see sieges at this point. Because with sieges, he could capture this city, man, without any trouble. A lot of raids here. Below 100 eco for Sniqaow at this point. Kron's aging. He's getting a siege factory. Nice. This is exactly the same setup last time. 2 siege factories. I usually don't support this, but anyway, let's see what happens. So the raids have been quenched, but that was big suffering for Sniqaow there. Kron needs to start attacking before this city becomes big, but that may not come already. Oh, no. Don't lose the siege. Don't lose the siege. Another tower coming here. Kron is set. Kron is set for a very good battle. He has a 150 eco. Nothing too crazy, but okay, that's exactly the same for Sniqaow. And he's not even using the extra wood bonus for... He's not even using the extra wood bonus that Colossus provides. Yeah, he's pop capped. 75 population versus 46. This already looks very bad for Sniqaow. And we all know what happened here. These raids, these amazing raids from Kron completely changed the game. And the thing is, only Inca as a civilization can afford to raid with 5 heavy cavalry, because these are insane, man. These are insane. No other civilization has these much resources to spend on just raids. May not win. Kron doesn't have enough units here, and he's pop capped. So all right. Super raids here, man. Seriously. I would be very frustrated if this was the final of the best of 3 and my opponent was raiding me like this. His metal income is 15 at this point. Kron needs to get that military level 3 as soon as possible. He's playing great, just It's not that this is exactly when he should just capture this city before the German player can get back on his feet. Too much damage done here. Tactics done by Kron. Now it looks very bad for Sniqaow. And looks like it says defeated, so I think he dropped maybe, but I don't think he would have won this game. Very nice play, man. Kron wins this round. He wins the best of 3, and he proceeds to the round 2 where I'll play against him. It was a very fun game to cast. After losing the first game, I had less hope from Kron, but look at that complete sweep. That's the power of Inca, man. This is exactly the kind of map Inca would win, and I just feel that Sniqaow chose a bad map for third game. Germans are great, but maybe he should have been playing more aggressive at this time. Kron would have moved to age 4 very soon. He already has the resources for science 3. Yeah, amazing rate. So this is actually a lesson for anybody playing in 1v1s, even in this tournament or not in this tournament. Those raids can completely destroy your opponent. Sniqaw's eco is just shows how strong the Inca raids were. And for Kron, I think he is in a very well defended place. His mine is defended, his woodcutter camp is defended, and everything else is so far away that he can't do much. Sniqaow couldn't do much to harass him. The Colossus did provide him with 121 wealth income, but 249 is still much better. So that'll be it for this best of 3. Thanks a lot, guys. I enjoyed casting this game much more than the Crocodile versus Immaculate. If you have not watched that, please go ahead. That's an interesting game, but it's just that this one felt a lot more closer at one point. Thank you all for joining. See you all. Bye bye. Hey Zarding, you can follow my channel. We have this tournament going on for at least this month and the next month. I don't think I'll be casting any today, but yeah, if you follow, you can stay in touch with all the Rise of Nation stream. And very well played, Kron. Easy, very easy.